there are two components. I'm going to, because I have to look at it simply, I'm going to start with two components. And this has been done many times, and I've heard this done many times. Start with two components. And these two components must combine to make what we want. We'll just call it that. Two components. So call the components X and Y. And how you want them to combine is to make XY. In other words, they could combine to make YX, and that would be no good. What if there are 11 components? I've only gone up one now. Started with 2, went to 6, went to 10, now we're only at 11. 11 components. There would only be one chance in 39,916,800 that they could combine correctly. But the living molecules in your body that have protein, enzymes, DNA programming in them, the very simplest, is made up of many hundreds of components. And really the simplest living cell that can replicate itself has 400 components. Now, do you see where we've gone? Now we're completely out of my realm. So 100 components would have one chance in 100 million, billion chances of being correct. No wonder they want so many millions of years for it to happen. But maybe give them the millions of years for a basic protein molecule. And maybe let's go back a bit. Rather than 400 components, let's go back to 100. But you see, the 100 components actually also have 4 chemical elements in each one. So now we've got 4 times 400, which is 1,600. So we've got 1,600 components. And that would be, well, 1 in 167,636 zeros following. That would be the odds against such a right combination. And wait a minute. Oh, you say, but that's a very rare thing, those kind of cells with those components. Do you know what, my dear brother and sister? You have a brain with 10 billion components. That the evolutionist says that man developed from the one-celled protozoan, the first living cell. How did it happen? By chance? By time? Or by God? That's the simple story. In fact, it has been estimated that the time to make all those choices of the combination of those enzymes and protein, etc. You know, let me stop for a minute on DNA. You look at your hand. There are living cells there. If you took one of those cells off your hand, that hand, that one cell from your hand, from your skin even, has the DNA program for the color of your eyes, the height of your stature, the length of your feet, and every other character of your person. Who made it? God. that make us stand in awe? Think of what God has done. This is his creation. And puny man lifts his feeble little fist against the Almighty and defies God. DNA program for the color of your eyes, the height of your stature, the length of your feet, and every other character of your person. Fist against the Almighty and defies God.